Welcome to the video Creating Standard Work. In the next few minutes, we will define standard work, describe how and when to use it, and demonstrate 5 types of standard work. In its simplest form, standard work is a written or visual documentation of what, how, and why a process is done. A common example of standard work is a recipe. A recipe describes the materials you need and tells you what and in which order you need to do things. Standard work, like a recipe, represents the best known practice at a point in time. It is also a living document that is continuously changing and improving. There are many benefits to creating and using standard work. First, as you implement rapid PDSA cycles to improve a process and move you closer to your ideal state, using standard work as a wedge ensures that the progress you are making is preserved. Other benefits include consistency. When you reduce variation in a process, you will get more predictable outcomes. This can be especially important when safety is a concern. Evaluation. It allows you to compare your old and new processes and see improvement. Problem identification. Standard work helps you see where there is deviation from a process or when a process is broken. Setting expectations. Standard work can help orient new employees or help onboard an employee to a new activity. Creating a common understanding. Standard work ensures partners in collaborative projects are on the same page by clarifying who will do what by when. Create accountability. Documented standard work ensures individuals know their role and responsibility. Before you draft standard work, you need to document the process that you want to create standard work for. First, determine what the process is. Then determine who the process is for. Identify who is involved in the process and invite them to the table. Next, map out the process, define the start and end points, and if you are working on a new process that does not exist yet, document how the process should look. Once you have mapped out the process, determine the types of standard work that will be used. Then train staff on standard work, and finally observe how the standard work is being followed and make improvements as needed. Standard work can take many forms. 5 of the most common types are standard work maps, algorithms or flowcharts, job breakdown, checklist, and infographic. The irony of standard work is that there is no standard, or right or wrong way to do it. Selecting which type of standard work to create depends on how it will be used and the preference of the user. Sometimes using multiple types can help different learners better understand and apply the steps within a process. Let's take a look at a standard work map. Standard work maps document a precise sequence of tasks and how long it takes to complete each task. It also shows the total time it takes to complete all steps. The shaded blocks show how tasks relate to each other in the sequence. This tool focuses on the worker, not the customer, and is used when timeliness is critical. The standard work map can be used to identify steps where timeliness can be improved. In this example from a travel clinic, the team needs to first decide if 9 minutes is an acceptable length for their process. If it is too long, it would be most worthwhile to identify ways to shorten the steps that take the most time. An algorithm or flowchart documents a process that has decision points. An example is performing CPR on a patient. Flowcharts are best used for high variability processes with multiple paths and outcomes. This tool always has a specific start and end point and is sometimes described as a process map. The most commonly used standard work is a job breakdown. This tool is created for one worker, one job. This specific example is only for the referring coordinator. While the referring coordinator participates in a larger process, this document identifies tasks in the process that are specific to his or her role. A job breakdown identifies what the individual needs to do, when, how, and why. It is specific, detailed, and in sequential order. The key points column provides more detailed information on how to do the task. The reason column helps explain why you are doing the task in a certain way, which provides motivation to complete each step in the process with consistency. A job breakdown provides staff with clear instructions on what they are responsible for and establishes accountability. The tool is also helpful for when a staff member is absent or there is a new hire. Another staff member should be able to read the job breakdown, allowing them to more quickly and easily perform the essential duties. A checklist is a simple form of standard work that ensures that all items in a process are completed. This can be used alongside other standard work, such as the job breakdown. A checklist includes materials needed, sequential steps in a process, and an area to check or sign off. For our final type of standard work, sometimes pictures speak 1,000 words. An infographic documents a process with pictures and only uses text to clarify the picture's meaning. The pictures, such as the ones in this hand-washing infographic, should be easy to quickly understand. In conclusion, when using standard work, ensure that it is current with the most up-to-date information and improvements, complete by including all the steps in the process, clear and easy to understand, correct, concise, and communicated to staff with expectations. Standard work can take on a variety of forms to fit your need. In the end, standard work benefits process workers by providing them with direction and instruction. It also benefits customers by providing consistency and predictability. For more resources and standard work templates, please visit the website below.